Pankaj, you are actually the big idea. How have you built this brand, this concept, this ideology, this magical energy science worldwide? Share with us.
Well,
you have a huge fan following world over.
That's right. I did not develop the technique EFT,
yeah, of course,
but I've developed good ways of teaching it. I've developed new applications of the technique. I started on this path because I really believe that no matter what you're doing, you know, whether you're a singer, whether you're a transporter, whether you're in manufacturing, whether you're a teacher, what you want is relief. You want to feel happy. You want to have a happy life. And I saw that this was a tool to take you there.
So basically, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but the removal of anxiety, worries, apprehensions, fears, you know, negative beliefs, which is what encompasses the human psyche.
That's right.
Okay.
And as soon as you're free of those, you're much more like a child. You know, you're happy, you're carefree, and things work.
Buoyant.
That's the beautiful thing.
Okay, when you say they work, explain that. That's a very important.
That's what I discovered. You see, I'm an engineer, so when I learned EFT, I was intrigued. I wanted to understand. And when I learned that this was all an energy, I know all energies have laws. It's a science, like electricity has laws, light has laws, sound has laws, even this energy has laws. I studied those laws. And that taught me that your life is actually a function of what is vibrating in your energy. So if you have a lot of fear about money, then chances are that your money comes in slowly. Okay? It's not a coincidence that a lot of the happiest, you know, happy-go-lucky type of people have money coming to them quite easily.
Flowing.
Yes. Because in their energy, they don't have that fear. So very simply put, you know, since we don't have much time, fear creates a lot of blocks. Now, we don't realize it. We think that this person created the block. That didn't happen. This didn't happen. Okay?
This situation.
That's right. But as soon as you clear the block, things change.
So it's about yourself.
Absolutely. So it's about realizing that your life is not happening to you, that your life is a result of your vibrations. So let me ask you, you know, wouldn't you say, and let me ask the viewers also, that wouldn't you say that some of the best things in your life just happened on their own? You didn't have to do anything about it. Some of the best things.
Worth pondering.
Isn't it? Think of some of the best things, the best person, the best opportunity just came on its own. You didn't have to take any action. And on the other hand, there are many times when you took a lot of action. You really tried your best, you didn't get it.
Unbelievable.
So it's not about action.
It's so simple, but it's so true.
That's right. So if it were about action, human beings are a smart race. We went to the moon many years ago with less computing power than is in your phone. Okay, why haven't we figured out the correct action? That if I take this action, this will happen. It doesn't always happen. And somebody who knows less than you, who's less competent than you, who's less fair than you, is getting much more than you with less action.
Who has been your toughest patient, or your toughest case, or your toughest client? Share with us an anecdote.
Well, my toughest clients are usually the sickest people.
Okay.
You know, and the reason why they're so ill is because they're so stuck to begin with. Yes, they're so resistant to begin with.
Rigid.
They're the ones who don't want to change. So I would say, like an anecdote, if you could call it that, is that I had one young lady who's in her 30s. Her aunt sent her to me because she was having a terrible time in her marriage, in her family. And I'm not exaggerating when I tell you that the drama in her life, I see a lot of drama. The drama in her life is enough masala for 6 Bollywood movies. Not 1, not 2, but 6 Bollywood movies. I'm not joking. Okay? And she got really helped, you know, with the first 2 or 3 sessions.
She must have been a basket case.
No, she was actually very bright, but it was her resistance. Her resistance was very strong. So when she came, you know, we did 2 or 3 sessions. She felt a lot better. Her parents were giving her her passport, you know, so she couldn't get a new phone line and things like that. And after the first session, the parents said, "Here's your passport." Okay, and things got better. But after 3 sessions, she stopped coming. And her aunt, who knew me, who was a client of mine, called me. She said, "What happened?" I said, "I don't know." You know, she was doing well. She said, "Is it the fees? Is it this? Is it that?" I said, "No." I told her, "I know, you know, you're unemployed or whatever. Just come. I'll help you." She said, "No, don't worry. I'll pay her fees." And she spoke to her, but she never came. So the point I'm making is that she had so much drama in her life because of her inner space. That there was a lot of resistance in her. Okay, and when people are that resistant, then they also don't come for healings.
Oh, so interesting. It's almost like a catch-22.
Yeah, but it's very easy to understand that if you think in your own homes, in your own offices, the people who need help the most are the least open to it. That's exactly how it is.
My gosh. And you have conceptualized these fabulous techniques called brain surgery, you know, these very, very cutting edge workshops. Share with us.
Brain surgery is a workshop, you know. And the reason I call it brain surgery is that within 2 or 3 days, just by shifting energy, we change a big part of your thought process. And that changes your perception, which changes your reality. Okay? So many businesses have turned around like that. You know, there was this one gentleman who came who had just started a college, and he'd spent a whole year running around trying to get recruitment. It was a very new idea. He had 8 students. In the first year, I kept telling him when he came to see me that fix your energy, fix your energy. He said, no, Pankaj, you don't understand. I've invested so much money. The session's going to open in 9 months. I have to have students. And then he disappeared for a while. Then the session opened and he came back and he said, now I have 4 students. Okay. And then he came to a brain surgery workshop. We cleared a lot in his energy. Then for the next 3 days, he texted me, what have you done to me? What have you done to me? You know, I can't think straight. I said, that's great. Just relax. And on the 5th day, he came back and he said, yesterday I had a brainwave. I met this student recruiting company who I'd met years ago, but I didn't meet the owner. I went straight to meet the owner. And the owner laughed at me. He said, you want 50 students? Talk to me if you want 300 students. I'm going to give you 300 students.
No, that's unbelievable. From 6 to...
From 4 students now, he was ready to sign a contract for 300 students. He needed 50 to break even.
Just energy.
Yes. So there are many, many, many success stories like that. And this also goes back to the question you asked, that how did I do it? I also did it just by working on myself. You've probably never seen me advertise.
There's no marketing, no advertising.
Exactly. Very few people still know me because it just kind of spreads by word of mouth. But it's more than enough to take me everywhere in the world, to have a good, you know, enough work. Okay. But I've just done it by working on myself.
It is just, it's so fascinating.
It is.
EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques. Well, for our viewers out there, we are posting some interesting pointers that you have said, and you know how you'd like to build this movement further, so they can avail themselves of what we've written. And we wish you all the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Really, thank you so much, Pankaj, and thank you for that little bit of relief. I lucked out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. I end this episode leaving you in awe, engaged and reflective and contemplative as you take several deep breaths with your eyes closed. Relax and choose to remain relaxed and calm as the day progresses, and know that the universe is benevolent indeed and will help you make the right choices. God bless. Niva Jen.